Peace, family. Desiree D. Ray Wise, spiritual healing coach here, and we are back for another one. Today, we are going to be talking about the spiritual importance of this specific Independence Day. Okay, I know a lot of you spiritual people don't necessarily engage with the whole Independence Day or the American holidays or whatever, but this one, the energy of right now is so important, is so special. And I just have to share it with y'all because I've been having so many downloads and revelations since July 1st. Really, since June 29th, the energy has been kind of just coming through so powerfully and so magically. And it's important, right? Like what I'm about to share with y'all right now, what I'm about to share with y'all today is important, okay? It's important to our spiritual, let's say, matriculation, right? It's important to our spiritual growth. Excuse my computer, I'm lifting it up some so I'm not looking down so much, right? But it's literally essential in our growth as souls having a human experience. And so, yes, it's Independence Day. Yes, you're getting your day off and all of that good stuff like that. But this energy is really speaking to an Akashic independence. It, I just know it. I just know it. I know, like, for a fact, I feel that, like, you're going to be hearing, after I relay this message, I feel like you're going to be hearing messages from a whole bunch of other oracles or spiritual teachers or women who are just tapped in that are going to be sharing a very similar message. Okay. So some of y'all may not know this. But right now we have Saturn went retrograde in Pisces. I told y'all about this in my video on Monday, right? In my video on Monday morning, forgot what I named it. I forgot what I named the video, but the video that I did on Monday for my Miracle Mondays, I talked about how Saturn went retrograde. But what I was not expecting was that Neptune would also go retrograde in Pisces. So now we got Saturn in retrograde and Neptune in retrograde, right? Saturn, and then let's be clear with this, both of them in retrograde in the sign of Pisces. Now, why this is so essential and important is because Pisces is this watery moon, dreams, illusions energy. It's a very feminine energy. It's the womb. It's the mother, right? It's a part of the mother. And so in this time, our dreams right now are absolutely important. If you're not remembering your dreams, if aren't feel like you aren't having dreams, we need to adjust that. I don't know if you need to get you some dream tea, or dream smokable herbs. I don't know, some mugworts, but something, because the dreams are so essential. And I'm going to tell you why. Our dreams right now are showing us or giving us glimpses into our Akashic records. And the reason why this is happening is because we got Saturn, which is the disciplinarian. Saturn is the work. Saturn is your life experiences that are meant to transform you, that are meant to evolve you, that are meant to help you to grow to your next level, right? Saturn comes through like, let's get to business. Saturn comes through and it's like, fuck around and find out. Saturn is like, fuck around and find out. Saturn is like, look at your life. Are you going to figure it out, get it together, move forward and grow? Or am I going to keep whooping your ass, right? Am I going to have to keep putting that belt on that ass like a parent, right? That's what Saturn is. And then we got Neptune. Neptune is the watery planet. It's the planet of water. Supposedly, it's a planet that is of all water, right? And whenever we're thinking about water, we're thinking about illusions. We're thinking about dreams, the moon, tides. So we got Neptune and Pisces, which is water on top of water, dreams on top of dreams, emotion on top of emotion. Okay, subconscious mind on top of subconscious mind. And then you got the hard worker of the planet, the Saturn energy. So what's happening spiritually and cosmically right now is in our dreams, not just our dreams when we are in the astral realm and we're sleeping. This is what's so intense about this energy. And I'm going to tell y'all how it has totally like shifted something inside of me. We're talking about our dreams, as in when we go to sleep, what we're seeing. We're talking about our dreams, as in our aspirations, what we desire. And then we're talking about our dreams, as in our illusion to this world, right? This is why the term wake up or being woke is let's say a powerful word to use in this space and time, because being woke or being awake means you are not asleep to the reality that this is a dream, right? And that we are somewhere else as a divine soul being. We are somewhere else sleeping and dreaming this experience. And when we awaken from that dream, we understand it's a simulation, we understand it's a matrix, and we decide to be intentional players in this game. So, y'all let me know if y'all are picking up what I'm putting down, because I'm hearing myself speak, and I'm wondering if what I'm communicating or how I'm communicating, I'm wondering if it's too deep. I'm wondering if it's simple enough to be received. So if y'all would do me justice and just tell me I'm picking up what you're putting down, D-Ray, or no, I need you to say it a different way. If y'all would do that for me, that would be so great. Peace, cosmic energy, peace, CC, peace, dream, peace, shy. Y'all let me know, because I need to know if y'all are picking it up. I don't want to be going too hard, and like, I want y'all to be able to receive what I have to say, because it's so important to understand what's happening cosmically and energetically. This space and time right now is really a gift for us, a gift of independence. And I say Akashic independence, right? Because when we're looking at our Neptune, Neptune is a very spiritual planet, right? Like I said, anytime we're looking at water, we're looking at the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind is fluid. We're looking at that feminine side of us, that feminine aspect of us, the subconscious and even unconscious aspect of us. This is why whenever we love the picture of the iceberg, we love the picture. I'm going to show it to y'all because I want y'all to see why. I'm sure y'all have seen it before. You've seen it before, but it's important in the sense of they were intentional about putting it in water or letting us see it in water. Okay? We were able to see this in water because that's what it is. 70% of the planet is water. 70% or more of our bodies is water. I want to make this bigger. But y'all, okay. Right? So y'all have seen these before. The iceberg in water, how the top part is the conscious mind, the bottom 90% is the subconscious and unconscious mind. They put it in water for a reason, because water is symbolic of our minds and that divine feminine energy, that flow, that essence, right? So Neptune is the planet of water, dreams, visions, illusions, and and also love, because water being symbolic of the mother, right? When babies are in our wombs, they are in a bag of water, the amniotic fluid. We start off our experience as human beings in water. So this energy right now, and this Independence Day, and then we got the new moon in Cancer. The new moon in Cancer is today. Patreon family, tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m., we're going to do new moon readings in Cancer, right? New moon Cancer readings. But Cancer is the hermit. It's the crab. We know crabs to live in water, right? So we're getting a lot of watery energy, right? From these transits in Pisces, from this new moon in Cancer. So we're talking about a lot of opportunities to look at our subconscious mind, to look into our Akashic records, and to awaken from the dream. So sometimes we can be on this spiritual path, but still be in the matrix. Dream and I were talking about this last night. And I'm gonna tell y'all how it's showing up, how this was all revealed to me in my own dreams. So July 1st, I had a dream that I was in a school. And I was trying to get back home. And as I'm trying to get back home, one of my friends, she comes up to me and she's like, Desiree, look at this. Look at what you helped me do. And so I'm looking at some of her schoolwork. And I missed my bus to get back home. And so I'm like, damn, okay, now how am I going to get home? And then one of my very first boyfriends, right? My first real boyfriend, my high school boyfriend, he pops up in the dream and he's talking to me. And I'm like, you can't help me get back home. You were my first experience with betrayal, right? You were my very first experience with betrayal. You can't help me get back home, right? And not that he was my real experience with betrayal, because actually my father in this incarnation, my father was my first experience of betrayal, but I was unconscious of that until I started to wake up in this dream, until I started to do my spiritual work. That's when I was like, oh, my daddy was actually my first experience of heartbreak. But my first conscious experience of betrayal and heartbreak came from my high school boyfriend. And y'all know what happened? Let me tell y'all what happened. It was, I want to say, 2 weeks before my senior prom. My high school boyfriend was a year older than me. So he had already graduated from high school. And it was 2 weeks before prom. And because it was my prom, my mom, she had rented him a suit for prom. She did everything for us to have a beautiful prom experience. And 2 weeks before prom, I'm coming to his house. I got out of school early because, you know, when you're a senior, you get out of school early, right? So I'm out of school early, and me and my homegirl are on our way to his house. And he lived right around the corner from me, and we were, I don't know, probably about to go smoke some weed or something. You know what seniors in high school are doing when they get free. If they don't have a job, they're probably going to go smoke some weed or something, or get into a little bit of trouble. And that's what I was doing. So I was going to his house. We were about to like smoke together, hang out. And as me and my friend are getting out of the car to go to his house, his ex-girlfriend comes walking out of his house. I mean, this was like some baby boy ghetto 90s movie shit, where she walks out of his house and she just looks at me like, yeah, girl, I still got access to him. That's your boyfriend. You going to prom with him. When I tell y'all, I was so hurt. I was so pissed off. I mean, that was my first experience of being a mad Black woman. Okay. I was a mad Black woman right there. But from that moment, I was just like, I'm done with you. And from that moment, I cut him off. He could not go to prom with me. Oh, he was sick, y'all. When I tell y'all, he was so sick at how quick I was like, all right, I'm going to show you. Because you think it was at that moment when I was like, all right, boom, you're not going to prom with me. That's done. That's dead. And I was able to get a date quick. I was able to get a date like the next day. Like he thought I got a date the next day. And my date looked good in that white tuxedo beside me in my white dress. Killed it. So much so, after prom, you go out to eat. So me, my date, and all of my friends, all of my homegirls were out to eat. My ex-boyfriend pops up where we are out to eat because, obviously you're going to know where we're at because everybody is going to the same place. He pops up at the restaurant where we're at out to eat, talking about, can I talk to you? No, you cannot talk to me. What is wrong with you? I'm getting in the car. Me and my date are getting in the car. He like rolled down the window. Yeah, what's going on? You didn't? No, I'm good. I'm good. You messed up. What do you want to talk to me about? You have absolutely nothing to talk to me about. And funny enough, that same boyfriend, even when I was going off to college, when he saw your girl just blossoming and blooming and glowing up, he was like, damn, was trying to still talk to me. No, you messed that up, bro. You messed that up, bro. It's over. And funny enough, I saw him at the beginning of this year. At a mutual friend's funeral. And I could see when I saw him then, he was just like, damn, you are exactly who I knew you were going to be. And that's why he wanted to stay in contact with me, because even throughout our high school experience, I was rare. I was different, right? And he knew that my family, we had a lot of love. We still have a lot of love. Like, we welcome people in, right? My mama, she gonna be cooking food. If you don't have no food, if you don't have anything to eat, you can come and get some food from our house, right? If you don't have no family to get together with on Christmas and Thanksgiving, you are welcome in our house. And so when he messed up that 2 weeks before prom, he lost all of that. He lost what felt like family. He lost motivation, encouragement, somebody that was going to push him and say, come on, you can do this. You can make it happen, whatever. But he was in my dream. And in the dream, I was like, bro, you were my first conscious experience of betrayal. Like, no, you can't help me get back home. And then I saw myself in the dream. I'm standing on top of this mountain and I'm looking out at home, or in the direction of home. And I'm just like, okay, I got to find my way back home. Now, what do y'all think home really is? Y'all let me know in the comments. What do y'all think my dream was saying home was? What is home? What do you think your home is? And then also, what is school? Because like I said, in this dream, I was at a school and I was trying to find my way home. My friend, who I love my friend dearly. I love she's one of my best friends. We've been friends since we were kids. And like I said, in the dream, she stops me and she says, Desiree, look at all of what you helped me do. And as I'm trying to help her, I miss my bus. And a bus could be looked, of course, as a vehicle. It's a form of transportation. But it's just this energy of getting from one place to the next. So Earth is school. The school is the Earth experience. The school is the home experience. The school is the human experience. So we are in a big school right now, right? This human experience could be looked at like elementary school. Earth could be elementary, elemental. Come on, Spirit, coming through with the downloads. Wow. Earth, elemental. We got the 4 elements. Elementary, right? And then we got the universe, could be looked at as university when you are going to higher levels of consciousness. So the school in itself just represents the earth in this life experience and the trials and the tribulations of humanity. Home represents getting back to source, getting back to God, getting back to oneness, no longer experiencing that separation. That's home. Home is when you are one with self, one with source, one with who you truly are. And so that dream for me symbolized that I had been focused so much on helping others. Like I said, my best friend who was showing me how I helped her, I missed my own route. I missed my own opportunity to get back one with source because I was giving too much to other people. That's what that dream symbolized to me in that moment with my friend. Like, I'm proud that I was able to help her to grow and expand. It's 10:07. That's my birthday. Happy birthday, D-Ray. 10:07. That's my birthday. Okay. So I was happy to and grateful to be able to support my friend in school, to support her on her path, to support y'all as y'all are on this journey of school and learning. But the dream was showing me in the Akashic records, right? Because when we're dreaming, sometimes we're viewing our past lives, we're viewing things that happened to us, right? Because in this lifetime, I understand home. But in that lifetime, I was too caught up in helping, supporting, serving other people. In that lifetime, I was too caught up in the heartbreak and the betrayal that I experienced, that I missed my way home. And so I felt separate. And I also feel like what I learned in that dream from that past lifetime was that helping others had become a way for me to almost, in a sense, numb the wound of betrayal that I had. Okay. This is why we hear the wounded healer, and that Chiron energy, the wounded healer. And it's funny because my Chiron is in Leo. It's in Leo, and it's, I want to say, in my 7th house. Yeah. Yep. My Chiron is in Leo in the 7th house. Leo is the encourager. Leo is just this vibrant energy, right? Of like, see me. 7th house, right? The 7th house, this is our relationships, our marriages, our friendships. Are you seeing what I'm telling y'all? So my Chiron is in Leo, right? Leo being royalty, regal, encourager, right? Like the person who has to be out in the front. And then 7th house being romance, relationships, partnerships, friendships, relationships in general. So now in my dream, I got my best friend and I have an ex-partner, and there's more things that happen in the dream that I'm keeping close to my heart, right? That I'm keeping close to my heart that I won't share. But even just looking at that, I'm seeing my Akashic records. I'm seeing my life experience. I'm seeing how it impacted my life today, independent from or independent of, right? So in that dream, I was being shown how the wound and the healer came together. I saw heartbreak in that dream, but I saw me take that heartbreak and pour into other people. And I'm still doing some of that right now today. But the reason why Spirit showed me that dream is where that Saturn energy, that Saturn planet, comes into play. Because Saturn says, yes, these situations feel like you were a victim. Saturn says, Yes, you were getting beat up. Yes, things were intense. Yes, this was hard work. But you rise as victorious. But these experiences are what make you great. This is where your magic comes alive. This is where you get to your next level in consciousness. This is where you get to your next level in your soul's travel. Man. Saturn also says, do it alone. Wow. So we are just in a space right now where we are like, this energy is not just for me. The revelation that I had in that dream, I had that dream Sunday night going into Monday morning, July 1st. The Saturn transit, the Saturn transit started, the Saturn in retrograde transit started June 29th, right? So it literally started the day, that night, June 29th night, that's when I had this dream. Now, I have a Pisces moon. So dreaming and revelation is a part of my gift. And I'm so grateful that I get to share that with y'all. And I want y'all to know that this is universal energy. It's not just D-Ray energy. And then the Neptune, which is the planet again of water, of dreams, illusions, unconditional love, spirituality. Neptune went retrograde in Pisces on July 2nd. I got more to share with y'all, okay? So that dream was literally showing me what I need to do today to be independent of that repetitive cycle of giving my energy to people as a way of numbing my wounds instead of just focusing my healing energy on myself. You understand? Doing it myself, doing it by myself, for myself. Now, we still use our connections and our relationships to other people as springboards for our healing, for our growth. We still use that, of course. Of course, dream is still one of my great teachers. My children are great teachers to me. You all are great teachers for me. Absolutely. But the focus of my life has to just be on D-Ray, on Desiree. And then the fruit that I bear, and this has already been my life, right? I've already been doing this, but Spirit is revealing to me I can do it at a deeper level. I can do it at a deeper level. I can find my way home on my own on a deeper, more intentional level. Spirit is asking us to look at how are we getting back home? Are we using other people, situations, moments of betrayal to stop us? Let me say this, because this is what my dream had revealed to me in the Akashics, right? So in that life, the heartbreak and the disappointment that I experienced stopped me from getting back home. The heartbreak and the disappointment that I experienced has stopped me from getting back home because I decided I'm going to help other people to never feel the way I felt. I'm going to help other people to never experience, or I want to help people to not ever have to go through what I went through. Instead of focusing on just healing the wounds that I went through, looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, I started to help others. And in my helping others, they accomplished, they thrived, they succeeded. Look, Desiree, look at what I did. I got an A in school thanks to you. I passed that assignment. I overcame that challenge thanks to you. But I didn't realize in that past life that I was avoiding my own inner work. And it was purposeful and it was beautiful. And I learned and I had grown and I evolved through helping others. But Spirit was like, but how are you just going to help yourself? So what I was picking up in the dream is that sometimes our hurts and our disappointments trap us from moving forward. We still use that pain for purpose. We still use that trauma for triumph. But the ultimate triumph and the ultimate goal is just to get back home. That's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is getting back home. But sometimes we're even afraid of that. Because it's like, if I get back home, if I focus on just my connection to source, my connection to God, my oneness with God, if I solely focus on that, how will I manage and maintain this physical realm? Does that mean that if I fully reconnect and have oneness with God, does that mean that my human experience is completely over? Does that mean there's no more parenting, mothering, wifing, experiencing the highs and the lows of humanity, the emotion of humanity? Because we come here not just to experience the pleasure, but also to experience the pain. If I'm fully in my oneness with God, if I make it all the way back home, does all of that go away? Do I want all of that to go away? And so sometimes we don't understand. I know I didn't understand in a past life that I could do both, that I could be so one and so connected to God. I can be at home in my being, in my essence. The divine could fully encompass this physical body. I could be there in the astral realms and still be here in the physical. And I think sometimes we feel like it's just two extremes. It's either you're all the way spiritual or all the way human. When in reality, you can be in the world, but not of the world. And sometimes the reason why we're in the world is because we're so attached to the pain or the purpose or the goal or the upset. Okay, I know that's getting a little bit deep. So let's take a pause. Let's tap in. Let me hear what some of y'all are saying. I'm glad that y'all are receiving the word. I'm glad that y'all are receiving the message. Yes. Cosmic energy. Wow, you got that Chiron Leo too. What house is it in? What house is that in? I would love to know. Thank you, Ren. Ren, I hope you are doing good, sis. I hope you're doing well. I hope life's treating you well right now. Ren says you are reaping the rewards now. I feel that. I feel that, but it still be just like, okay, what? I still be like, okay. I do feel that on a very deep level. It's so true. In due time, I'm still working through some of the revelations that I had in that dream. So in due time, I'll share more with y'all. But in that dream, y'all, I woke up in tears. Like, y'all ever had a dream? You ever had a dream that you knew was real? You knew the divine was showing you something. You knew you had time traveled either to the past or to the future. You ever had a dream so real like that, where your soul had journeyed you somewhere, had traveled you somewhere, that it makes you cry? That was me. I woke up from that dream and I literally just started crying, like real tears. It wasn't just like one tear, it was like real tears, like full blown flowing tears. And, immediately from that dream, I immediately knew what I needed to do. And that's also a gift, right? I immediately knew the work that I needed to do. I immediately knew it shifted something inside of me. It moved something inside of me, really. Now, I still have to consciously integrate that movement. I still have to consciously implement that practice. But what that dream revealed to me shows me that I literally can have whatever I want in this life by implementing what was revealed. So it's a super beautiful and sacred thing. Let's see what Samuel said. Samuel said, "Wow, D-Ray, this is such resonance with the stuff that I'm doing and done recently and my whole life always. Full moon in Leo. I love, and my vision today." Ah, yes. Beautiful. Wow. Congratulations, Samuel. Congratulations. Congratulations. Wow, this message is timely, beautiful. We're going to get more into it. I got more to share with y'all. All right. So, with these planets being in retrograde, I want to make this clear. Saturn and Neptune are both in retrograde. And whenever a planet is in retrograde, what it means is we're looking at the energy of that planet in retrospect. So whenever we see retrograde, we need to think retrospect, we need to think retroactive, right? We need to reflect on our past and how it affects our present. Okay, that's what we need to look at. And then with them being in Pisces, again, we're looking at the subconscious mind, we're looking at the moon, we're looking at underwater, we're looking at our unconscious, we're looking at our Akashic records. Okay. This energy right now is not just about our dreams per se, but I want you to know that in your dreams, with us having this Neptune energy, if you can recall your dreams, you're going to be looking at your Akashic records. You're going to be looking at things that have happened in your past that are playing a part in your present. So when y'all are sleeping right now, and Neptune is going to be in this path of retrograde all the way until December. So you're going to have a lot of experience to use your dreams as opportunities for you to heal your past. For the next few months, you're going to have the opportunity to do that, okay? Because Neptune is in retrograde. But what I want y'all to know, I'm going to put this out there right now too. After I had that dream on Sunday night going into Monday, y'all know I fasted. And on the day that I was fasting, this gospel song came up that's called My Portion, right? My portion. Portion is what you feed off of, what you eat, what nourishes you. That's your portion. That's my portion, what keeps you going. And so what Spirit was revealing to me is that, like I was just saying earlier, sometimes our portion is our pain. Sometimes it's our pain that's fueling our purpose, right? So, for example, from my dream, I told y'all, my portion in that dream, or what fueled me in that dream, had become avoiding the betrayal and the pain that I experienced by serving other people, by helping other people. That became my portion. Well, Spirit was saying to me, right now, our portion has to be the good news that all is well. Our portion has to be abundance. Our portion is good health. Our portion is increase. So I just want to put that out there right now. Okay, that leads me to another mantra that I've been speaking over myself recently is I commit to all growth and expansion through joy and harmony. So again, in that past life, I was growing through heartbreak and pain. I was growing through betrayal. I was growing and supporting others in my purpose through what I experienced. But in this lifetime, I am choosing that my growth and my expansion is coming through joy and harmony. That's my portion. Joy and harmony is my portion. Joy and harmony is what feeds me. And so, yes, we live in a world of polarity, but we can choose to transmute all quote unquote negative polarity and make it positive. Just like Bashar said, anxiety is really excitement. If you would allow yourself to transform it into that. Make excitement your portion instead of anxiety. Just wanted to put that out there. Question. Have any of y'all seen the new Bad Boys Ride or Die? Martin Lawrence and Will Smith. Have y'all seen it? If you haven't seen it, that's okay. I'm not going to spoil the movie. It's nothing really to spoil. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about how this energy is really showing up consistently, right? So I told y'all about the water, right? So in Bad Boys Ride or Die, Martin Lawrence he dies. He has a near-death experience, right? Where he has a heart attack. And when he has a heart attack, he dies. And guess where he goes when he dies? Underwater. He's in water. And he's in this water. And while he's in the water, he's having this experience where I guess the divine and the spirit is actually talking to him and informing him. And he's receiving information from God, essentially. Not that white man. That white man is not God, right? So he's underwater when he has this near-death experience. Now, this was so deep when I saw this last night because I'm like, wow, again, that's that Neptune energy in the water. That's that Pisces energy in the water. And then I'm going to tell y'all about a dream I had 2 nights ago in water. Can't make this up. So when Martin Lawrence awakens from the dream, right? When he awakens from the dream, when he becomes when he comes back alive, when he is reborn, when he is rebirthed, now he's conscious. His eyes are open, right? And he's like, yo, Mike, man, it's not my time. I can't die, man. It's not my time, right? Man, the universe. He's talking all about the universe as he's risen up out of the water, as he's emerged from the water. So again, the water represents the subconscious. The water represents the womb. The water represents the illusion. The water represents the dream. The water represents where we come from for those of you who are Atlanteans and Lemurians. So he rises from the water and now he has this universal consciousness. And he's like, I can't die. He starts to remember past lives. He tells he tells Will Smith, whose name is Mike in the movie. He's like, Mike, man, we soulmates. We've been connected, right? And he's like, in a past life, you were my donkey and you were stubborn as hell, just like you are right now. But I was wrong, man, because I used to beat you. So just silliness, just funniness, just hilariousness, right? But that, and literally I see a white dove in our neighbor's backyard. And I have a dove right here tattooed on me. And the dove symbolizes peace. The dove symbolizes oneness with God, right? The Bible basically says when you see a dove, know that God is with you. The olive branch symbolizes reconciliation, extending an olive branch. Wow, can't make it up. Literally a white dove just flew in our neighbor's backyard. Beautiful. Perfect. Everything is perfect, perfectly aligned. That's God. So anyways, he's telling Will Smith all of this spiritual stuff. He can't die. He's literally arose from the spiritual realm. For Anubis, let me see what Anubis says. The day the dove came to tell Noah that the flood had ended, the messenger of God. Oh my God, come through with the download. What are we talking about right now? What are we Okay. Let me get all of y'all in the chat. Just put an ashe, put an amen, put a yes in the chat. Because the dove, being the messenger of God, is coming to bring good news. What did I just say? I said, your portion is the good news. Your portion, meaning what you nourish yourself with. What you nourish yourself with is the good news. You nourish yourself with the idea that everything is working out. You nourish yourself with the knowing that abundance is yours, good health is yours, increase is yours. The dove comes bearing good news. The flood has ended. The water, the illusion has ended. This is so important because on the spiritual path, yes, we have awareness to certain things, right? Yes, you know the conspiracies exist. Yes, you can recognize your shadow self and your traumas, but sometimes we can still be in the matrix because we use these vices to avoid or stop us from getting home. Whether the vice is alcohol or weed or me, sometimes my vice is being in other people's lives, right? Like, just an example of this. I talked about this in my other video on Monday. My Monday, my Miracle Monday video. I talked about how I went to a friend's house to celebrate her getting her new home, and it was her birthday. But while I was there, I was so uncomfortable. While I was there, I was in fight or flight mode. My energetic boundaries had been crossed. All because I want to celebrate you. I want to encourage you. I want to support you. I want to let you know that I have your back. Like, that's all good and well, but if it is violating my energy, my essence, my feeling of home within my body, I can't do that. And so in my past life, being of support to other people, teaching other people, guiding other people was a vice for me dealing with the heartbreak, the betrayal, and the disappointment that I had experienced. But I gotta look at the good news, that healing, increase, abundance, and good and just holistic well-being is available. If I'm willing to deal with the Saturn, right? A lot of times some people do, but for most of you who make contact with this video, you're not consciously deciding to be a victim in your life. But sometimes not observing yourself, not observing in the pain, not looking at your flaws, your failures, and your fuck ups, not looking at those things can sometimes keep you in victim mode because you're not actually doing the work. You stay in victim mode because you don't actually look at the bullshit. Okay? I'm just saying. That was so dope. Thank you for sharing that with me, that the dove and I know that, but you just reminded me of something so powerful, that the dove came to tell Noah, and the dove just landed on top of this thing over here. I can see it again. To tell Noah that the flood had ended. The illusion had ended. Even people in this spiritual community can still be under a spell. It's hilarious. And let me tell you why Martin Lawrence in The Bad Boys was so good. Because when he awakened, he came out of the water, when he arose from the dead, when he came back to life, he still wanted to do his same old shit. So at the beginning of the movie, they start off with Martin wanting some sweets, eating Skittles, eating a hot dog out of the corner store, which is, I don't even know. Why would anybody, we used to do that if it's like a Buc-ee's, okay, that's one thing. But you go into the Indian-owned, the Pakistan-owned corner store and you getting a hot dog out of there, don't do that. even though their hot dogs may be halal, so it may be better. I don't know. Just telling you. So Martin, the movie begins with Martin going into the corner store, getting some Skittles, some soda, and a hot dog, representing most Americans, probably representing most Black American men, representing that. And in it, Will Smith tells him, you know you're not supposed to be eating that. You know you're not supposed to be eating that, right? He like, Mike, I just got to eat it. It's, you know, he's addicted. He's addicted to the sugar. He's addicted to the beef or the pork or whatever. Even though it is destroying his body, he has a heart attack, dies. They bring him back to life. He comes back to life and he still wants the sweets. He still wants the Skittles. He still wants the soda. He still wants the ding dong. He still wants the thing. Well, we as spiritual people, we do the same thing. You awaken to something. You awaken to a higher level of consciousness, but the flesh still wants what it wants. And then when you ingest what the flesh wants, now the flesh is like this. It's on high guard. It's in fight or flight, which happened to Martin Lawrence. So that's how you can awaken, but still be under a spell. That's how you can awaken, but still be in the matrix. Because the flesh, the physiological language, still craves that old thing. Okay? So I had another dream. This was so yummy. This was 2 nights ago. So the first dream in the Akashic Records happened on Sunday night. This second dream happened on accident ran Baby Kai. What? I don't know what's talking about dream. The second dream happened on Monday night. And I feel like this was also a past life dream too, or it was a premonition. I'm still trying to determine what it was, but I know I'm meant to share it with y'all right now. So in this dream, I am on a canoe or like a raft. And I'm in this canoe with another girl. This other girl that I'm on it with, I'm still trying to I got to figure her out because we coach together. This girl that I'm in this dream with, we coach together. I've only known this girl for a month. She got a tattoo of Ganesha on her arm. She has a lotus flower on her arm. She got a lot of spiritual tattoos on her arm. And we coach together, but I hadn't, I haven't went into that conversation with her about, oh, what is this elephant that you have on your arm? What is this lotus flower that you have on your arm? What does those words mean? Like she got 1234. I'm paying attention. Y'all know I be observing. She has 1234 tattooed on the back of her ear. So she has all of these spiritual tattoos, but I don't, when you're in these situations, don't assume. That's what I'm telling you. Don't assume that people are spiritual or really on the path or really doing the work just because they are kind of wearing spirituality on their sleeves. She's literally wearing it on her sleeves, right? So she's in the dream. I have not asked her anything about her spirituality at all, right? One thing that I asked her about was about mushrooms. Literally, I just asked her this on Tuesday because on her key ring, she has a mushroom. And I just threw something out there. It's like, oh, you like mushrooms? She's like, oh, I love mushrooms. They're just so cute. Really? Mushrooms are just so cute? I mean, I guess they cute, but it's deeper than that. And I asked her really quickly, I said, have you ever tried them? Have you ever taken them? She said, yeah, I have. I tried it one time when I was in college, and it was a crazy experience because I was around a whole bunch of people. And I said, that's interesting. And then I kind of left the conversation right there. Didn't get back in it because I'm just trying to breadcrumb the conversation before I dive in and see where her mind is actually at, right? Where she actually is, who she actually is, what she actually is. But I know I have to explore it because she was just in this dream with me the other day. So we're in the dream. So actually this dream happened Tuesday night, the same night that her and I coached the team together. So it happened Tuesday night. So we're in the dream and we're on this raft, we're on this canoe, whatever you call it, and we're in this water, and it's a river, it's a stream type water, right? It's not the ocean, it's a stream, river, something like that, like whitewater rafting, things like that. And the water gets so tumultuous. I'm talking about it's rocking. It's rocking. Y'all have seen it before. Y'all have seen this whether in movies or in real life or whatever, where people be on these canoes and that water is just rocking them. That's what the water was doing. But this dream was different because I didn't feel any emotion in the dream like I did in the past life dream. In this dream, I'm more so just observing, like, why am I in this tumultuous water? But not only that, I was more of the observer in this dream. That's why I wasn't feeling anything emotionally because I really wasn't in the dream. I was watching something play out. And so she's in the boat and there's this guy in the boat, which could have been me in a past life, this man in a past life. And the water is just rocking and rocking and rocking. I see this huge wave take us over and it knocks us out of the water. And we ended up being bumped up against these rocks. You know, in these waters, a part of what makes it so hard to manage is there's these huge rocks and boulders in these rivers or whatever you call them. I don't even know what it's called. Right? So in the dream, I ended up being covered up in all of these rocks, kind of like a tomb, right? A tomb. And out of nowhere, some way, somehow, the tombs open up and I come out of the tomb. Who else came out of a tomb like that? Let me know, y'all. Who else came out of a tomb like that? Big rocks being moved. Oh, we back. Are y'all here? Let me know if y'all are here. That was cray cray. We resurrecting. We resurrecting. We coming back. Okay. Computer just died and we resurrect that thing. Okay. I hope y'all didn't leave me. Don't leave me, boy. Hey. Please stay with me tonight. Don't leave me, boy. Hey, that's how I feel. Yes. And my computer was fully charged. So I don't know why it died like that. Maybe it's intense in here. That's just how this thing goes. That's just how this thing goes. But let's see if y'all got it. We were asking the question, who resurrected from the tomb? Who resurrected from the tomb? Jesus. Yes, Jesus resurrected from the tomb, right? And literally, y'all, in the dream, literally in the dream, as it was happening, because I'm lucid dreaming, and I'm in this tomb, and it's these big granite, it's like tannish tombs. And I'm in the tomb, and literally the boulders that was in front of it just move, and I walk out. And immediately in the dream, I say, this is some Jesus shit. Like literally, as I'm still sleeping, I know that it's Jesus. It's the Christ consciousness. Like literally, I knew it like right then and there in my sleep. Wow. I was just like, oh my God. So now what does that mean for all of us on this spiritual path? Because like I said, that dream, I felt I was a part of it, but not really a part of it because I didn't have any emotional connection to what was happening. It was like I was really the observer. So yeah, the water gets tumultuous. The illusion gets heavy. The illusion gets heavy. The subconscious and unconscious mind gets heavy. Things get intense, but we got to emerge from it. And that is that Christ consciousness. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So this Saturn, Neptune conjunction, retrograding Pisces is our opportunity to be reborn, to be rebirthed, and to resurrect. That's why I'm saying this Independence Day is important. I know you don't celebrate it, but do something special that makes you feel resurrected. Do something that makes you feel reborn and renewed from a past life is what we're talking about, right? From a past life, from a tumultuous past life. And if it's not a past life, if it's just the past right now, do that. Something that happened in your past, you need to get independent of. Meaning, y'all, The message must be delivered, okay? The message must be delivered. The message must be delivered. Y'all, the message must be delivered. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off because I think the message has been delivered, and I don't want to. This one is one that you probably want to go back and listen to. Okay, this is one you probably want to go back and listen to. Not going to keep going because I feel like the message has been delivered, and spirit is like, job well done. Let's not exert too much energy. Dream and I actually have a very busy day ahead of us today, and I need to conserve some of this insight. So, what you can do for those of y'all who are Patreon members, we are about to go live again at 11 o'clock, right? So, in 10 minutes, 8 minutes, we're about to go live again at 11 o'clock. So, Patreon family, meet us there and we'll be ready to talk to y'all again. I appreciate all. I appreciate all of y'all. And then Keon, actually, funny enough that you say that, I'm working on a playlist in my YouTube that is public. So if you go to my page and you click playlist, you'll see something that says D-Ray's Soul Music. I gotta add more stuff. So I gotta add more stuff. But thank you for saying that because I've already been in the midst of making a playlist that is full of activated music that turns me on. Let me say that. So I'm gonna get off of here. I love y'all. Maybe go back and listen to this. I feel like the message has been delivered. If you need support, book a consultation. And then also Patreon family, tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. we are going to be doing new moon in Cancer readings. So you need to get there early. Join the Zoom early, 9:30 a.m. So we can knock it out. The later you join, the longer it's going to take to get to your name. And I know some of y'all probably be busy at work doing whatever. So 9:30 a.m. tomorrow is the live personal readings. And then right now, Dream and I are about to go live again at 11 exclusively for Patreon. So I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for spending this lovely time with me. It's time for an Akashic Independence. Go back and listen to this video. I'm sure you'll catch what spirit needs you to know for your independence. All right. Peace, y'all.